You may be wondering why I'm talking about this game now, 19 months later, when it's much less relevant. Well, it's because I recorded over 1 terabyte of footage that I didn't do very much with, and I need to delete it. So, here we are. I feel like I don't need to explain anything in detail, so I'll make it quick. I like Tears of the Kingdom. However, it did not emotionally age well for me. The more time I spend away from the game, the more exhausted I am just thinking about it. It's also a bad sign that the first thing I think of is the flaws of the game rather than the strengths. By comparison, I liked Breath of the Wild so much that I considered it my favorite Zelda ever for a while. Whenever I think of Breath of the Wild, the awesome memories I have with it come first. As I replay all of the Zelda games, I still consider Breath of the Wild one of my favorites, a top 3 Zelda. In short, Breath of the Wild makes me happy to think about, Tears of the Kingdom makes me tired. I don't think the game is just Breath of the Wild DLC, but I mostly felt like I was playing Breath of the Wild a second time, but like, randomized or something. And what it did add just didn't really wow me like I had hoped. The new enemies were cool, the powers were hit or miss. Crafting was cool, but after a while I somehow felt limited. I'm really not sure why it feels that way. There's awesome potential for playing around, maybe I just got tired of it. The temples were just cooler divine beasts. I liked the aesthetic and the music of the shrines more, but I felt like they weren't as engaging as Breath of the Wild's. The sky was really cool, but felt empty with only a few standout locations. The depths were also cool, but felt even emptier, with the cool spots being even farther away from each other. They could have done something new with the story, like Majora's Mask after Ocarina of Time. But no, they just defaulted to dumb Ganondorf nonsense. The final boss was cool though. I liked seeing the progression of NPCs from Breath of the Wild, but it was annoying seeing how many people forgot who you were. I felt many side quests were forgettable, and there were a bit too many things to do, with most quests being repetitive with an underwhelming payout. You see what I'm saying? I have nothing particularly bad to say, but I just didn't feel the same connection with this game. It's good and was fun in the moment, but I have to dig a little to remember parts I enjoyed. And it went against many of my personal gaming tastes. In fact, I think the only reason why I liked it is because it's basically just Breath of the Wild remixed. So to be honest, I'd rather just play Breath of the Wild. I don't see myself playing Tears of the Kingdom again anytime soon. Maybe someday I'll go back to it and give it another go. But with each passing day, my fondness for the game really shrinks, especially as I replay some of the older games. That being said, I am grateful for this game. I haven't really had the same inspiration to make short videos since Tears of the Kingdom. And while it hasn't aged well emotionally for me, I do know that it's a good game that I'm thankful for. I just found it much more exhausting compared to other Zelda games. Okay, I think that about wraps up my thoughts. It's time to delete the footage. And with that, see ya.